Now, if you remember in our previous video, we have seen when we are applying some route maps to any specific neighbor, we'll get two directions, whether we can apply in or we can apply out. Now, in this video, we're trying to understand what happens if I apply inbound direction any route map to any specific neighbor, and what happens if I apply to outbound direction. Now, the very basic difference between in and out is when you apply a route map pointing towards any neighbor towards the in. Let's say I got a router and then I'm going to apply towards this route map on in direction. Now, when you say in, inbound route maps changes the local route path selection process, which means when you say apply in, if I'm going to configure on this router, it is going to apply my local router. But if you say apply out direction, which means it's going to apply for the routes going out of this interface, which means it is going to apply on the neighbor router. So one thing you need to remember, if you want to impact the route or path selection process or any changes, if you want to affect on the local router, we need to go with in direction. If you want the changes, we are going to configure on one router, and if you want the changes to happen on the remote router, then we go with outbound direction. So this is one of the basic thing you need to remember. So inbound route maps changes the local path route selection process, whereas outbound route maps are going to influence the other router decisions. The other router means the whichever the router you are going to point. So that is one thing we need to remember. And then I got some couple of points here. Inbound route maps apply the changes to the BGP updates receiving from that neighbor, which means when I say in, it's going to apply my local router. At the same time, it is going to impact whatever the routes receiving from that neighbor. So it is going to impact my local router, and for all the routes which I am receiving from that specific neighbor to which neighbor I am applying. Like if you remember in our previous video, we have configured a route map from R1 pointing towards R4. We have applied some weight, a route map called weight, or route map called CCI, and then we have seen in, which means whatever the routes coming from router 4, it's going to apply for those routes. So, and whatever the routes means, and again if you are using route map, whatever the networks you had defined in the ACL, only for that routes. If I just jump to my diagram here, we can see here, like in our previous case, what we did, we have matched our 12.00 network and 12.0.1 network in my route map or ACL, and then we have configured a route map, and then we applied to this neighbor, and that too we applied in direction. So which means these two networks, whatever is defined in the ACL, when they come from this neighbor, so you can see the second point I said, it's going to apply my local router, which means router 1 is going to do the path manipulation for the routes receiving from that specific neighbor. So when you say in, it's going to apply to my local router for all the routes receiving from that neighbor to which neighbor I'm applying the route map. So this is one thing we need to remember when you're applying the in direction. And when you apply outbound directions, it's going to apply for the routes which you are advertising to that specific neighbor. So let's say I'm going to apply, so this might be we'll be using in our next scenarios. Let's say I'm going to say outbound to this neighbor, and I'm applying on the router 1. So the first thing, when you say out, which means it is going to impact the neighbor router, which means this router is going to do the route path selection process even though you apply on this router, and for all the routes getting advertised. So whatever the routes you are advertising from this side, or whatever the route map you have created with ACLs, whatever the networks you have matched in that, it's going to match those networks which are advertised, and it's going to impact on the remote router. So that is the next point we need to know. And simple one more point, we can say applying inbound is going to influence your outbound traffic, which means now if you remember, we have applied a weight on this router pointing towards router 4 on router 1 on in. It's going to affect, when you apply inbound, it's mostly influence your outbound traffic, which means it will decide how your traffic should leave the AS, which means it's going to impact the local router, and the local router is going to decide how this route should go outside the AS. and when you apply out direction, probably it's going to impact your inbound traffic. So which means when you say out, it's going to decide how your route should enter. So that is one more thing you can need to remember. So these 3 points will give a very good understanding, so don't try to mix up and get confused here. So all these 3 points are different points, where the first point here, it's going to say which router will decide the path selection process. Inbound always applies on the local router, whichever the router you apply, and when you say outbound, it's going to impact the neighbor routers. And when you apply inbound policy, it's going to apply for all the routes receiving from that neighbor, and when you apply outbound, it's going to impact the routes whatever defined in the route maps, and it is getting advertised to that neighbor and on that router. So, and then finally, when you apply inbound traffic, it's going to impact your outbound traffic, which means when you say inbound, it's going to affect your how your traffic should exit the router. When you say outbound, it tells how your traffic should enter the router. And when we talk about wait, one thing we need to remember, wait as is local to the router. If you remember, we learned that wait is an attribute which is local to the router. It's not going to advertise to any other routers. That's the reason whenever we use wait, we need to ensure that the path selection process should happen only on the local router. So that's the reason we say always in. So whenever we use wait attribute, it's always in. But when you use local preference or any other attributes, depending upon the routers you are selecting, depending upon the path selection process, it can be in or out depending upon the different scenarios. So that we'll see when we get into our other labs.